Hey everybody, welcome. Good evening. My name is Clint. I'm Mystic Valley Designs and I airbrush custom model horses. Tonight we're going to be making something that I call a black tie-dye. And we're going to be doing it on this Breyer mold here. This mold is based on a real live racehorse. That racehorse's name was Wizard's Baby Doll, also known as Roxy. And Roxy is mold number 715 by Breyer. It was released in 2009 which is kind of unusual, with several different manes and tails, a variety of manes and tails on that mold, or on that body, I should say. The model itself was sculpted by Sue Carlton Sifton from Northern California. Fantastic artist. But today we're going to be doing something called a black tie-dye. Here's what we're going to do on this video. I'm going to, for the first couple of minutes, I'm just going to paint in white. And we'll do that with a brush, and there's nothing dramatic or exciting about that. So I'm probably just going to start and then turn the camera off for a couple of minutes while I finish that. Show you what the model looks like when it's done with white. Then I'll turn on the air compressor and the airbrush and resume the video at that stage of the production. But anyway, let's get started on this. Let me grab a paint tray here and some white paint. I label all of my bottles July of 24, so this bottle or this batch of paint is 2 or 3 months old already. Some of my paints, shoot, they'll be 5, 6, 10 years old. Acrylic has a really long shelf life. Anyway, let's get started on white. Now, the tie-dye, I'm going to do a long swoosh, so to speak, with this tie-dye, pardon me. And there's, like I said, there's nothing special about it. So let's just simply get started on here. And we're just going to start in the middle. And it's a lot more simple than it looks. This is my tie-dye. Now, right now, I'm just laying in a lot of colors, a lot of white paint, and giving it some randomness of shape like you would get from a tie-dye t-shirt. My paint is going on super thick. I want this to be white. If you can see, I've got some black showing through the white. We're going to put at least one coat of white all over this. There's nothing terribly exciting about this. So I'm going to turn the camera off in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you for staying in touch. Here we go. This is what the first half of it looks like. Kind of almost like zebra stripes in reverse. Here's the other half. It's taken me maybe 10 minutes to do this, I suppose. So give me a couple of minutes and I'm going to finish up the black side. One moment. Hi folks, here's what we're looking at like so far. Both sides are now done. Been done with a paintbrush. A couple of places I went over twice. And so I have to, for right now, I have to leave the tail black. It's a handle, so to speak. So I've got to leave it black, but this is what we're looking like so far. So I'm going to turn this camera off for a brief moment. Get my colors lined up, get my airbrush running, and I'll catch you back up with you. Here we are in the middle of a process of painting this into a black tie-dye. Right now it looks pretty sad, but watch the magic happen. What I'm going to do next is I got my airbrush and my air compressor going right now, so it's building up some pressure. We're going to be putting some colors onto this. These are all translucent colors, so they will appear, yellow where it's white. Here's the colors I'm using. They are all custom mixes. They're obviously all acrylics, but they're all a custom mix with some metal flake inside them. They're all thinned down, so they're ready to shoot right out of the bottle. I'm using a PointZero airbrush. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fill up the color cup and test it out. There we go. And we're just going to lay down some color in a rainbow pattern to simulate or emulate a tie-dyed t-shirt is what we're doing. See what I meant about the yellow getting overpowered by the black? You can barely even tell there's yellow in between there, which is exactly the effect I'm going for. Okay. Here we are with orange. I've cleaned out my airbrush, or rinsed it out. I should say I didn't clean it, I just rinsed it. We're going in for orange now. We're gonna fade orange over this shoulder. That's it. I'm done. No, it literally, I spend much more time cleaning my airbrush than I do actually painting when I do this type of fantasy work. So we're gonna put some red in here now. Thank you, I'm back. I got green in here now. We're gonna continue down with Roy G. Biv. If you're familiar with that acronym, it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So right now we've got red, orange, yellow. We're going into green right now, following up the yellow. Back with blue. Now you see what I said meant when I said I needed the tail as a handle. It does serve a purpose more than swishing away flies. If you've ever seen a nicely well done tie-dye t-shirt up close, they're kind of organic. You know, you can tell that they were handmade, and that's one of the things I appreciate about the craftsmanship of a good tie-dye t-shirt is the randomness of it, and that's what attracts me to this paint job here, or this paint scheme. A little bit of the organicness, the randomness of it. It's just something that you don't see every day, and that's what I appreciate about it. Looking good. Guess who? It's me. I'm back. We're going to finish up with this purple. We're going to feather it into the blue and finish up the purple on the opposite side. And I think we're kind of done. Let me get rid of my paint, my paintbrush there, my airbrush. Now we're about 90% done. Now, if you can tell, I'm going to hold this up very closely. Obviously, I've got overspray. Okay, overspray is paint spraying where I don't want it to. And you can tell that there's a lot of overspray into the black. So the last and final thing I do before I finish up the tail, I'm going to go back in with black and lower my air pressure so I have a lot of control and detail. And I'm going to push some black back into this to kill off the overspray and give me a little more contrast between a color and the black background. Welcome back, everybody. I've got some black here, and this is not black straight out of the can. This is a custom black that I've mixed up. It's black with a little bit of matte medium mixed into it. I sort of have some detail onto this one. I've already lowered the air pressure in my air compressor. But what we're doing on this step, or this stage of the game, is just simply removing some of the overspray and making the black blacker. Yeah. So we're going to start at the face here. Here, I'll give you a before and after. This is what the face looks like right now with some red overspray. So we're going to go in with black and reduce the overspray. It's a little darker. The effects are subtle, but it does make the colors pop a little bit better, in my opinion, when I shoot some black back into to cover up some of that overspray. Those things happen. Get used to it. Hi, Ozzy. I got my Australian Shepherd dog, Ozzy, here with me. Everybody say hi to Ozzy. Ozzy, I say hi. Ozzy's primary job down here with me is to keep the werewolves away, and he does a pretty good job of it. Okay, folks, I think we're done. I'll do some work on the tail. That'll turn into a different video or a different segment of this video. But for right now, my black tie-dye is now finished. Let me finish up a couple of details on this. and get the tail done. Everybody, my name is Clint. I'm Mystic Valley Designs. Got my poster over there. I'm Mystic Valley Designs. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that. Give me some comments down below. If you have any questions, shoot me some questions. I'd love to talk with my viewers. So anyway, hey, peace out. Talk to you later. Bye now.